Ay, que no que esa guagua 9 se frisa una esperándolo. Si me voy a meter en 2, en el 4, me voy en el 2 hasta la 96. Como el 1.
Okay, I can stop the music right here. Welcome in, guys. If you can, please share the live stream, tap on that like, and also send me some heart meats. And if you are on X and YouTube, please like, share the live stream. We really appreciate it. Okay, guys. So the biggest question of the day. I want to make this about precious metal, and Bitcoin and everything else because I'm seeing a lot of news related to both. Mark, thank you. I appreciate you. And reality is this: we're all here to make money, yes or no? So, since we are all here to make money, we got to go find where's that money at, right? And right now, it seems like it is not in Bitcoin. Hey, Wally, please check your DM. All right, I will. Merry Christmas. What's going on, OZ? Merry Christmas. I appreciate you. Yes, BTC dumped. Yay. Well, I did tell you guys, and it's funny because the option expiration is today, but I still haven't seen a major dump yet. But I'll get into all of that in a few. Let me the first thing that I see here is gold and silver were the top asset of 2025. Investor favor safety amid uncertainty. Crypto lag while metals deliver strong gains. That is a fact. As a matter of fact, shout out to Crypto Slayer and NK as well. They were telling me about how silver is going to start booming because of some batteries that they are creating, right? And there's way more than just the battery. Now, when I was looking at the chart last time, I told you guys I could see silver hitting about $70. And then this morning, I was on Caveman live stream and I said in the chat, I could see silver hitting 78. Now, what's going on, Money Talk? Welcome in. Now, look at this, guys. And if you guys remember, especially those that were taking classes with me, I said that I saw gold hitting 4,500. Well, right now, gold is at 4,431. I still think there's a possibility that it could hit $5,000, but I'll be extremely honest with all of you. I'll be careful because when you take a look at the daily, it's overbought. When you look at the weekly, it's overbought. When you look at the monthly, it's overbought as well. So if you're gonna play this game, you gotta make sure you play it with cautious. Um, Go silver, baby. Money talk. Satoshi, 100 incoming. I mean, 100 is definitely possible. What's going on, Prince? Welcome in, JFM. Welcome in, Alan. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Now, the prices for silver. Look at these two target guys. I mentioned 74. Bam. Touch 74, went sideways for a little bit, and then we went this morning, I don't know if you guys were on the live stream, and I'd said 78, 78 right here, guys. And we went a little bit overboard because it went to 78, 78.56. Let's go. Tú hablas mucho dinero. ¿Qué pasa, amiga? Mi amor bello, what's going on, wife? Welcome in. Remy in the house, welcome in. Not too shabby, boss. Good, good, good. Everyone tap the screen. Them in. Appreciate you, Andrew, like always. Okay, so with that being said, let me give you the good and the bad, right? There's a lot of things right now, and I got a couple of news on gold and silver. And when I mean a couple, I mean a couple. The only thing is that, like I try to tell you guys, everyone is here to make money. And if you are lucky enough to be able to trade gold or silver, then you're definitely gonna make money. Hold on, guys. What's going on? Shaman says, Merry Christmas. Steve the Canadian, Merry Christmas. Appreciate you guys. So, let's talk. I'm going to focus first on the gold and silver, and then we're going to go over everything else. This is still a crypto channel, guys, but let's admit it. Right now, they're the only one making people money. All right, so it says here, gold and silver keep rising as investors fear recession and default. Analysts say the rally showed distrust in stock and fiat money. Metal remains top safe haven. That is one. Copper has over 3x. You know, money talk, that's one thing that I haven't looked into, copper, but I should. That's one thing, right? Fears of recession. Some people are claiming, well, if we go into a recession, then obviously owning gold and silver is the best safe haven right now. And some people argue Bitcoin as well. The only problem is that with Bitcoin, unfortunately, it's not doing what we wanted to do. I still believe Q1, Q2 to be good for Bitcoin. But for right now, it looks like all the money is moving into precious metal. What's going on, D-Man? I see green, Waddy. Well, man, I see green, but at the same time, I'm seeing a lot of red. Okay. Now, silver. This is one of the reasons why it keep rising. It says silver prices jump in Shanghai as spot prices beat futures. This backwardation signal tight physical supply, strong industrial demand, and driven price higher. One of the reasons why I couldn't get it 100%, right? You just see Christmas light, exactly. Money talk. So one of the reasons why, which if Cayman shows up later on, or even Crypto Slayer, they could explain it better than I can. Something about there is a license that it is required, and China is going to stop all of that when it comes to silver. So I don't got the whole story straight, and I'm not gonna act like I know what the hell I'm saying. So let's face it, I'll let someone that knows exactly what's happening there. So Money Talk says there's not enough silver to cover the coal they sold to. Yeah, well, not only that, Money Talk, I also understand with the new batteries that they're trying to create, there's not enough silver for that. There's not enough silver for the EBMs, and which is EBM batteries, and there's not enough silver for something else. So that's what's creating the demand. But once again, we need at least a pullback. JPM and HSBC are trying to out each other to get their hands on the physical silver. Okay, yeah. So right now, guys, honestly, I can we talk about butter sausage? What is it for? Why is it here? No, Steve, we're not talking about no butter sausage. Hi, Wadi. HA, this production. Welcome, Mitu, Mitiku. Sorry if I butchered that. Good afternoon, Angela. I just noticed you took ACH off the list, even with the MTLs they acquire within the states. No, Remy. So I still hold some Alchemy chain, Alchemy Pay actually. The thing is that I just left the main ones that got ETFs, but I still got my Alchemy Pay. And ain't it supposed to start like Q3 or so, I believe, for the Alchemy chain? Okay, Q2. Perfect. All right, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to look for where's the other one. Next time I should just put all three news together instead of just here. Silver surge above 75 while gold near 4,600. Strong demand, limited supply, and rate cuts hold push metal higher. Silver outperformed gold, hinting the long-term gold to silver ratio may be changing. What's going on? NK, welcome in. What's up? What's up? By the way, guys, NK was one of the first person. Then we had Crypto Slayer come up like 2 days ago and explain everything that's going on with silver, right? Now, NK sent me a very good video about those batteries that they're trying to create. So, NK, big shout out to you, bro. Okay, let me see. I think I have one more. Nope, that's it. That's all I got for gold and silver, guys. Make sure you keep your eye on it. Everything related to that. It could even be some stocks, some ETFs. It could be, the actual gold and silver. Not financial advice, obviously, because once again, I do not like that I am taking a look at the daily, the weekly. I didn't even check the monthly, and everything looks like it's on overbought territory. Not looks, it is. So when you see this, right, this is the monthly. Usually no good. But at the same time, the MACD is still looking pretty strong until I see otherwise. On the weekly, same scenario, overbought. On the daily, we got the same scenario, overbought. So I am waiting for a nice pullback. Hopefully, I get one before I fully dive back into it. But that's just me. Okay, Money Talk says silver, gold, iCup. Okay, I thought you was trying to put ICUP. ICOP, okay. I'm kidding. Oh, Shimani Printer, yes, big time. Solomon, good afternoon. I heard that Bitcoin needs gold more than gold needs Bitcoin because graphic card needs gold. I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no. I need to look into that. Anthony Garcia. Esceptico, gracias. Solomon Spartan, thank you. Perfect. So you're telling me just grab a cocktail at the weekend starting? Hey, Fedrum. Sounds pretty much nice, right? Wait, what did I miss? Money Talk. All right, guys. So that's my little rant as far as precious metal. Now let me get into crypto. We see the option expiry was today or is today. I think, well, no, it was because I think some of the markets are already closed. And we didn't see a big deal of a movement yet. So if we don't see a big dump over the weekend, then most likely we're going to see a bump, probably all the way to about 92K. That's assuming that we break the resistance at 88 and we break the resistance at 89. The miner needed for Hashboard, whether you should feel honored. There's members of the Deadbeat Club here in your life. Members of the Deadbeat Club. What is that? Mother Dragon, welcome in. Thank you. I appreciate you. Give it time. It's coming next week, but it's holding pretty nicely though. Yeah, I know, Money Talk. That's why I told you, like, I believe in the option expiry thing, but at the same time, I don't see the effect happen right away. But it's all good though. I mean, there's still a chance that we could dump some more. That's why I got all those levels. I got 84,000 being the last support before we could probably head to 80K. And if we break the 80K support, then we could head down all the way to 74. What would be beautiful though is if they say, you know what, forget that, and we go towards the upside. Oh shoot, Crypto Slay in the house. Welcome in, brother. Appreciate you. So that would be pretty beautiful, right? And we could break 87, then we could break 90, and then up and away. But we're still waiting. Hi, Wadi, what's your thought on Jobs? Is it worth to put $100 on it? I don't know nothing about that, Shaddai. And then keep on dreaming. Hey. Ain't nothing wrong with dreaming, okay? I'm going to open up a panel, Slayer, but for now, I'm still doing the news, bro. Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, I will open the panel just for Slayer. Yeah, special for Slayer. Hold on. Slayer request mods. Nobody else up other than just me and Slayer. Thank you. You're what? You're in Starbucks? So I mean your choice, bro. You will wanna come back or what? Okay. Nah, it's all good, bro. Appreciate you. All right, so Slayer shall be back. What a party. Yeah, Starbucks is always fun. I'm more concerned about him connecting to that cheap ass Wi Fi. Slayer, don't do it. Well, that was short lived. I know. All right, guys, let me get into crypto. Today I feel a little slow, maybe because I ate too much. Ah, come on, man. Summer sausage. Jesus, Steve. All right, so a crypto educator question claims that XRP can never go above $10. He says critics ignore how much money banks move daily. If XRP is used widely for bank settlement, its price could grow much higher. Supporters believe real world use matters more than all price limits, which is the same story, how is XRP going to pump? Easy, because of every transaction, which is very minimum, that gets burned when they're in, when they're doing the transaction. Now, this is the thing though, that in my opinion, in order for us to see a real big price appreciation, yes, I think that trillions would have to be moved within the XRPL. Well, to be more specific, within the ODL, which is on demand liquidity. Other than that, we got to think about it for a bit. Why is there nobody using AI to answer these questions over and over and over and over and over? You know what, Fedrum, who knows? Guys, if you have Trust Wallet and you're using the Chrome extension, please do be careful. I read the guy who predicted the exact high of 2025. It's saying 250K for 2026. Well, Remy, I still believe there is more upside to come. I know it doesn't look that way, it doesn't feel that way, but I don't believe that Bitcoin bull market is actually over. He's on strong meds, I think. Jesus, Remy. Okay, so a Trust Wallet Chrome update had a security flaw that let hackers steal C phrases and join Wallet. Only one version was affected. Trust Wallet told user to disable the extension and update fast. Several assets were stolen before the issue was fixed. And to be exact, about 7 million in assets were stolen. Merry Christmas, Future Hope. Welcome in. I'll be honest with you guys. This thing feels uncomfortable to me because I could barely hear myself talking, and I got an issue with that. on the bear market for Bitcoin going to end. Anthony Garcia, right now, I think it's just a short pullback correction or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, if it is a bear market, usually it lasts a year. That's it. That's the good news. We're going to see a lot of sideways movement. You guys hear that, by the way? Let me know if you do. I don't know if you guys hear it. Mami, eso se oye clarito aquí.
Qué bueno.
Qué bueno, eso te digo yo a ti. Qué bueno.
¿Que tú quieres vaya al baño?
Así mismo, vaya al cuarto. All right, so. ¿Qué está guayando limón? Oh, Sevilla. No, es el limón. Está rayando papa, no. Yeah, Money Talk. Now you know where I get my smart ass from. Okay, so Uniswap approve a plan to make Unis. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I should put it on. Because I'm getting more annoyed by hearing that than how I was just now. Okay, so Uniswap approve a plan to make Uni scarcer. It says by burning tokens, some trading fees will now go to the protocol instead of liquidity provider. A large Uni burn is planned. The goal is to reduce supply and increase long-term volume. Get your headphones. I got the headphones, like it's not the point though. Like I told her, next time I'm gonna wait until she's on the phone and I'm gonna play reggaeton and it's war. Especially if she's talking to someone from church. All right, so Bitcoin price stays stable, but traders, you're gonna get in trouble, bro. I know. It's It ain't nothing I haven't done before, Slayer. All right, so Bitcoin price stays stable, but traders are nervous. Some analysts say institutions are less active and the market may stay weak into 2026. Key support levels are being watched closely. A deeper drop is possible before a recovery. All right. Narrow, appreciate you, man. Sorry I didn't notice. Some altcoins may start 2026 strong, even if 2025 stays rough. Coins like Chainlink and Litecoin show good chart pattern. Investors are watching on-chain data and price structure for signs of future gains. Large Bitcoin holders are increasing their holding while price stays flat. Wallets with 100 to 1,000 BTC are adding more coins. This suggests big investors expect higher prices later, even if the market looks slow now, which is one of the things that I try to tell you guys if you look at the on-chain data, they're still accumulating. Either we're all wrong and we're all gonna get wrecked, or there's something that's still cooking in the background, and that 2026 pump is gonna happen. 83,000 maybe, but then hang on. FedDrum, I guess we'll see, man. Night to the moon. Yeah, midnight did pretty good. I didn't check the chart today, but it did pretty good. Sound like Santa is stuck in the chimney. Yo, Shaman, you are funny, bro. Appreciate you. All right, the S&P 500 broke above 6,900, and the Dow hit new high. Tech stock led the rally. Investors are optimistic due to strong data and hopes for future interest rate cut. Momentum stays strong into year's end. Ethereum network, guys. I'm just trying to go as fast as I can over the news. Ethereum network network use jumped sharply. Charts show a possible bullish breakout pattern forming. Traders are watching key resistance level. If broken, ETH could move higher after long consolidation. XRP. After the SEC case ended, XRP hit new highs for the first time in 7 years. Regulatory clarity boosted confidence. Ripple expanded its business and launched a stablecoin, helping XRP regain market strength. Now, tell me this, because I'm going to take a look at the actual XRP price. I don't think we really made an all-time high on XRP unless I'm bugging out. Does anybody know which one is the oldest exchange with the XRP price? Because I could have sworn we never reached a new high. Let me see. I thought that XRP highest high was around 380. So here only went to 367. Interesting. Okay. None of the XRP, know this of the top of their dome. Yeah, it's Slayer, but you remember, right? Wasn't it like 380? And everyone is talking about it's a new high. No, it never even made it beyond that. Because I recall when I first purchased XRP, I bought around 10 cents the first time. And then I saw when all these things, Yes, you are correct. Oh, okay. Appreciate you, Slayer. I know I wasn't bugging, man. Appreciate that. Wadi has estudiado CC. Sí, escéptico. Yo personalmente pienso que tiene un buen futuro. By the way, guys, we're talking about CC, which is Canton Network. The DTCC made a partnership with them for tokenization of assets. You can Google it, Wadi. The all-time high is 380 plus, but for whatever reason, it's not counted. Okay, Andrew. No, I appreciate it. I knew it was somewhere around there, man. Like I said, I am one of the original XRP holders, but I sold because I saw the lawsuit and I was like, nope, I'm good. Which probably was a mistake if I would have held on from 10 cents. All right, so Polygon price fell, but network use search transaction and active wallet jumped sharply. Technical charts show a bullish setup and resistance breaks a short-term price recovery. Guys, I'm off my game today. I cannot concentrate with mama. I said I need to rent like a little storage place or something. Little storage room just so I could go over there and do my live streams. Ah, right. I was one of the held on though, and then so the hey Fedrum, if you held on and you sold, wait, but did you sell at a profit or did you sell to break even? Is the question. Oh my God, Andrew, get out of here, bro. Okay, okay. Uh, Santa doesn't like cookies. He likes the donut. Ho ho ho. Selma Fudd. Get out of here, bro. Welcome in. All right. So, oh, you made money. So you're good, Fredrum. You have no reason to be sorry, bro. All right. So, MicroStrategy, MSTR, form a death cross. Losses premium over Bitcoin holding. This means investor no longer value it above its BTC asset. Ongoing shares dilution and weak BTC price pressure. It's the shock. Yeah, so two things I'm not gonna do before going live. Stuff my face and let my mom come to the living room. Mom, I'm gonna give her my credit card. Tell her, hey, look, you could go shopping. And then when she gets over there, I'm gonna block you. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm not that bad. I am who I am thanks to her, guys. So, did I say he wasn't putting his mom in a storage room? No, I did not say that. What chart you have on these look like it's about to fall to dirty south. Oh, Remy, this is XRP, obviously, bro. Yo, can you imagine Slayer be like, here, ma, go take my credit card with you, buy whatever you want, and then once she leaves the house, I'll go to the company and be like, hey guys, look, I don't know if I lost my card, but in the meantime, can we put a block to it? I know it's gonna take her some time to go there and come back. Just saying. You ready not do it like that? Oh man. Coin a day in the house. What's going on, Coin a day? Welcome. My Hodo army doesn't sell. I don't know, bro. Okay, so the important news, guys. Lawmaker pushed back on staking taxes, saying rules are unfair. The Fed suggests a new crypto banking model. Regulators also crack down on fake trading platforms, showing mixed progress for crypto policies. So this is one of the things that I understand. You're being taxed double on staking, which is 100% unfair, if you ask me. Marco, thank you. Welcome in. And my hold though, I mean, doesn't sell. Well, see, this is the thing, Remy. Like, if you think about it, let me leave the Bitcoin chart, but it did bounce back from the 50 moving average, and the 200 moving average is still over here, which gives me a reason to believe that this is the monthly chart, by the way, guys, that it might have a little push in it still, but there's no guarantees. That's the reason why I say what I say. I want to see Bitcoin break above 90 to 92K. We break above that, then we should be good to go. If we get rejected, then we're going to drop and we're going to go a little bit lower. Good, good. How are you, Dago? Okay, guys, let me see here. Here's some of the good news, right? JFM, what's up? It says CoinShare CEO said crypto is moving beyond hype. Real use case now matter more than price action. Projects solving real problem will lead the next phase of adoption, not speculation. Which, if you could kind of read between the line, is indirectly saying 4 year cycle, no more, my friend. Okay, no more 4 year cycle. Okay, so Russia, largest bank, may offer loans backed by crypto. The plan depends on new law expected in 2026. This could expand crypto use in traditional finance if approved by regulators, which is adoption. And it's something that we didn't have, but now it's started to shine and it's out there. All right, Russia claimed it discussed using a nuclear plant power for Bitcoin mining, with the US. Ukraine was not included. The idea is controversial and not confirmed by US official. Now, imagine if the US have their own Bitcoin mining machine like El Salvador. El Salvador, in my opinion, was extremely smart, especially using volcanoes. That was good. Whether you have members of the Debbie Club here, you're going to regret not introducing them to your Fredrum. Who the hell is the Debbie Club? I don't know who's that. Okay, but I don't know who's that. How can I introduce someone I don't know about or I haven't heard about? No offense, Yeah, Anthony Garcia, El Salvador is using a volcano for their mining energy, in case you didn't know. All right, so XRP Ledger added quantum resistant signature to protect against future attack. The new system use much larger signature, improving security, but increasing data size. It's being tested now. Now imagine XRP becoming quantum resistance before Bitcoin itself. And then they do manage to see that, which I highly doubt, that Bitcoin that quantum could break Bitcoin. Then that would be where people would speculate and say they're gonna go get into XRP instead of Bitcoin, which supposedly the fake Simpson prediction, right? Where Bitcoin went to 0 and XRP to 10K. Hey guys, don't hate on me, okay? I'm not saying it's going. I'm telling you what I saw. To number 1 and same day, that I love XRP. Pretty much that's what I'm saying. Oh shoot, what the hell is that? LB85, thank you so much. I didn't even notice. Appreciate you. All right, let me see. Sorry, guys. Let me see something. U.S.-China tension hit Bitcoin. China imposed new sanction on U.S. company, rising global tension. Bitcoin fell as market reacted. Investor moved to safer asset due to geopolitical risk, which when you think about it, what are the safer asset? We're talking about silver, we're talking about gold. I still haven't checked on copper, but I'll take a look over there as well. Cardano founders said XRP and Midnight are ahead in tokenization. Others disagree, saying Catan, which is Catan Network, already has major institutions on board. The debate highlights competition in real world asset tokenization. Now, Canton Network, I feel like I'm saying Cartoon Network. It's already proven that they got a partnership with the DTCC, which that is big enough as it is. And it does make you wonder, well, what about some of the OGs that has been working hard to do real world assets, including Ondo and obviously XRP as well. All right, so BlackRock moved large amount of BTC and ETH to Coinbase as 27 billion in options expire. This raised fear of selling pressure and short-term volatility in the crypto market. But yet, we didn't see a crazy dump. I mean, yes, it could take effect later on, but so far, right now, I didn't see it affected at all. Liam love him more than anyone. Hey man, that's the name of your name, right? With Catan Network do a partnership with ZBack. Hey Naro, I don't know, but if they do, that sounds great. CC for the private ledger, there will be needed for public, first available for the public. I love XRP when it passes 5. Hey, look, I love XRP when I see it past 10 because I got a lot of crap when I said that I think XRP could make it to at least 15 with the ETFs. And then the fact that the ETF got launched and I didn't see nothing, nowhere near, and then I see XRP dumping instead of pumping, that hurts. Literally, it hurts. The ledger would do something. There's no competition for the Swift Unchained title. I just don't like infinite supply as of yet. They forgot to flip the switch the day of the ETF. That's funny. As it did, bro. What did it do? Shadow hopes the switch didn't work. We need to fix it. That's funny. Oh, I think I know who's that. I love XRP trolling again. Satoshi Nakamoto. How are you, my friend? My house doesn't have switches. Where is this flipping of the switch bullshit coming from? Hey, don't get on me, guys, okay? XRP should at least be $5 by now. I know, Shaman. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it might be on the value, but at the same time, it's like, bro, we should have been at higher prices by now. Shaman is there. Someone is there.
Hi, guys. Long time no see.
I already knew there was the Tylenol baby. I think it is for sure. Who's Satoshi? Satoshi does not want to hear about the precious metal. Hey, he should hear it. Is it on the value or suppressed for a reason? Well, money talk, but how long are they gonna keep it suppressed is the question. Slayer said hi, Merry Christmas. XRP had his time, a very long time. Don't worry, money talk. I got you. I understood exactly what you was trying to say. All right, guys. So ApeDAO rejected a proposal to move brand control from lab to DAO. The founder promised better alignment going forward. The both showed tension in DeFi governance. So shout out to Wave. They came here a couple of days ago. Probably scared them off, with all my crazy shenanigans, but still, shout out to Wave. I've started DCing into XRPT, the ETF. Okay, Doggo. Versus, come on, let's make a Dominicans in crypto channel. Money talk. That would work, except for one thing. She's not Dominican. She's a half-breed Mike. Half Mexican, half Guatemalan.
What happened? What about me?
No, she said for Yatu to do a Dominicans channel, crypto channel.
I know.
And
I don't know nothing about
she doesn't
crypto.
know shit about crypto.
I don't got nothing. My brain cannot process or retain information regarding crypto. All I know is that green is good and red is bad. That's as far as it goes. I don't know if y'all see me, but hi everyone. This is my new haircut. Hopefully y'all like it.
Wow, money talk. Wow, that.
He dressed me crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go back out. Bye.
All right. I did say silver hit 80 before January 1st. Let's go. Well, we're not there just yet, Slayer, but I did mention earlier Caveman 78. I don't know if you saw that when I posted in the chat. Now, I do have a concern, Slayer. That's why I do want you to come up and we're going to have a little chat about it. But definitely great call, man. All right, privacy coins and gold-backed token outperformed most altcoins in 2025. Demand rose as investors sought protection and stability. These sectors stood out during market weakness. Oh gosh, I got anxiety now. Anxiety? Why? Nah, 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 nah. You good, bro. Bags are packed and ready to go. Analysis warned Bitcoin bear phase could last into 2026. Short-term bounces may happen, but the broader trend remains weak until a final bottom form, which I told you guys my final bottom will probably be between 74 all the way to 66. This news has been the longest ever. Oh yeah, because I'm a little slow today, money talk, but I'm almost done with the news. I got one. Let me see. Okay, almost done. I'll go through it fast. So hackers stole 7 million using a compromised Trust Wallet extension. CZ hinted an insider may be involved. Victim will be refunded, and only one version was affected. Max Payne tomorrow. Thanks for your time and knowledge, Wally, and the beautiful people. I appreciate you, Pedro. BRICS dump U.S. Treasury. China, India, and Brazil sold 28 billion in U.S. debt. J.P. Morgan says this support a bearish outlook for the dollar in 2026. Countries are slowly reducing dollar exposure. Now, you guys know what that means, right? The dollar gets weak, Bitcoin gets stronger. So it's a matter of patience, but I get it though. I get it. A major U.S. city launched program giving 15,800 per person in no strings cash. The goal is to help vulnerable youth stabilize housing and finance. You know, this is the only thing I don't like about that program. It's for the youth, and I'm already an old fart, so boo. They should have made it available for everyone. That used to be the case. BTC gets stronger, dollar valuates now. There's other thing going on. Your kids, bro. I don't think my daughters would qualify money talk. I think it got to be between the age of 18 and 25 or 27, if I remember correctly. I wish there was. No, Dago, there is no Wadi coin. I would never create a token or anything like that. I am not that type of influencer. And if you look at the track record of the influencers that made a coin, not looking too good. Yeah, Dago, no. Appreciate you though. A trader says Bitcoin price action mirrors 2020 before a major bull run. He believes the negative narrative will flip and BTC could surge in 2026. So you see, I'm not the only one that's crazy here. And that is it for the news, guys. Now, Slayer, are you back from Starbucks? Let me know. Bring you up. We have a Slayer Gold and Precious Metals special. Okay, you're back. Good. You know what, Slayer, though? My mom is about to hate me because they gave me these headset so I could stay away from talking, I mean, from listening to background noise, and she for hearing noises, but I got good news. Hold on. Slayer, the only thing I'm gonna ask you, bro, since YouTube is very sensitive, let's keep it pro. All right, guys, you're about to get introduced to a great person in the space, also known as Crypto Slayer. And mods, do not let no one else come up other than Slayer until he's done doing his thing. Wait, give me a minute, Slayer. Talk. Let me see if I got the audio.
Okay.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You're good.
Likewise, brother. Likewise. So, talk to me, man. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I want to wish everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, right? And yeah, that was a little discerning about those Chrome extensions on Trust Wallet for some people. Woke up on Christmas Day, $7 million liquidated. And, I'm not really a security guy, but, you have to understand when you start doing those updates, you got to be careful, especially if you're using your computer with all your assets on it.
Correct.
But on the other hand, on a good note, if you were on Binance and you set some orders in at 25,000 for some Bitcoin, those things got filled.
Oh my God, I know, man.
So listen, man. Listen. Now I learned a lesson too. Man, I'm gonna start setting some lowball buy orders, man. If those things wick down, I mean, at 25K, that would have been a home run, brother.
Yeah, I know, man. I was thinking the same exact thing. I actually have a follower on YouTube that he's always saying he got an order for Bitcoin at $10, and I keep telling him, bro, that will never happen. But hey, man, after what happened with Binance, now I'm starting to believe that he's right and I'm wrong.
Listen, I never set buy orders like that because I never think they're going to get filled. But that would have been a nice come up. And Money Talks is sitting in there telling, I told y'all to set them buy limits. Is anybody setting a $25,000 Bitcoin buy limit? Now we all are, though. We don't care.
Yeah.
So I know you wanted to talk about some precious metals, brother. You have some concerns. By all means, this is not financial advice. But let it rip, brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, first give your opinion. What is it that you're seeing, that you're like, man, this is it. This is where the money is made. Obviously, when I said breaking 54, broke right through, breaking 70, broke right through, breaking 78, broke right through. Right now is at 79. Looks like the possible next target could be, let me see here. I mean, 90, bro.
Yeah.
Now,
So listen, first of all, I want to say thank you to Wadi. If you guys aren't following on X, you should, because I won $50. But this is what I actually did, because I want everybody to make some money, right? I told Wadi, put that $50, put that back into some silver and put a long in it. I screenshotted 2 of mine, and on my last final before I took out, I was up $300 and something, bro.
Yep.
I would say it's about 35 minutes. I didn't send you the final screenshot. Or maybe I did, but yeah, I got out about 300 plus. So if you kind of know that the market's going to go up, why wouldn't you put a long in on the market that you already studied, right?
Exactly.
It makes kind of sense.
Yes.
So I know you have some concerns about the metals and what I see in the metal market. I mean, I have these other mastermind groups that I kind of go into, and we start to debate how things could turn out with different alternatives, right? And so, we know that the BRICS has a gold-backed currency that they've already traded in petrol oil with now, recently. And that was the Chinese yuan, right?
Yeah.
And so as you see the silver market going crazy because there's a deficit that's already mined that you never know. Now let's lost my train of thought. It's a deficit on what's going out, right? Because they need it for, like I said, the Samsung, the BYDs. And the one thing they're not talking about is the robotics. They're talking about EVs, they're talking about solar panels, electronics, et cetera, but they're going to mass produce those damn robots.
Yeah.
And they're not talking about putting the silver and the copper and the other metals inside those robots. So that's one that they don't talk about, they're missing. And I'm always that kind of guy. If they're not talking about it, they're probably doing something behind the screen. That's kind of how they're releasing all those files now to distract people during the Christmas time and to keep people focused on other events besides what's going on with this currency reset. So what I kind of see in the metal markets right now is, did I get into it because I thought this was going to happen? By all means, no. You guys always knew my standpoint on the metals is because the digital market, the programmability of the digital market is what I want to hedge against. Now, was this icing on the cake? You're damn right it is, right? Do I think that the silver market's going to go to $150 to $200? You damn right I do, right? Just because of the squeeze, right? And there's not enough to go around right now that's on the physical earth outside of mining to do what they want to do with not only, as we saw, a month and a half ago, they were talking about the AI bubble.
Yeah.
The AI bubble was because they didn't have enough energy for the data infrastructures of the data centers. So if they don't have enough energy for the data structures, how are they going to have enough energy for the EVs, the robots, and everything else? So there lies a big problem. What they can do is they can prolong those batteries, get them to charge a lot faster, get them to stabilize so they don't catch on fire. And that's where the grams of silver comes into play. They've tried everything else. They've tried and they failed and failed. But for some reason, the silver stabilizes the lithium batteries. So that's why they're cornering the market with that.
Yeah. And
do I think eventually we're going to go to this is a debate we had last night. I know it was Christmas, but money has to be made during the holidays. We were already done anyway. But me and my buddies were on like a 2.5 hour phone call, and we were debating can you see another gold-backed currency? Maybe it's not physical currency, but a digital currency for the United States, for our side of the world?
I mean, the possibility is yes, I do believe there can be.
Because right now we have nothing, and look where it's put us in this position. So
yeah,
I'm saying that could be a possibility if you see another country that's being dominant like that, doing kind of what they're doing with the digital. Maybe we're looking at their footprint and saying, how can we learn from the pros and cons on that and do the same thing here?
Yeah, I mean, since you did mention the digital yuan, I do think it is gold back as well. Last I checked. So it would make sense because, see, I feel personally when the U.S. lost gold standard on the U.S. dollar, I felt like that could have been a big mistake. And now we are where we at. But if they don't want to be let the U.S. dollar physical currency, but yet instead make a digital currency at the same time, that could help the U.S. big time, including depending on how much of the supply they have, which will be the one thing I would try to push for, and just, dude, make that currency accepted wherever it needs to be accepted, and then we could pay off or at least half of that debt. 37 trillion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, one other avenue we've explored beginning of this year, we've also talked about, or I've actually brought up when I was hosting lives and jumping on other people's lives, is the revaluation of gold in Fort Knox.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it comes to a squeeze like that and they do reevaluate that gold that's sitting there, I think when they evaluated it was at $42 and some change an ounce. And then they reevaluated to what gold's at is $4,500. Not only is that going to go crazy and they'll probably pay off some of the half the debt with that, then our stable coins that are going to be backed by our treasury bonds, because nobody's buying those, as we can see. We're trying to get rid of $5 trillion in treasury bonds, and we don't have any country that's going to buy them, right? They even tried to call China, and they were like, nah, we're good.
Okay.
So we have our own deficit that because we're still printing money, right? And you know, I'm in California, and our gas prices are going to go to $10 a gallon because of what's happening here. It's always almost trying to make people move out of their state to go to another state that's more friendly. But on the metal side, brother, I know you had a different question, and I don't know if I answered it or not.
No, that my question was just that, like, ain't you a big concern that everything is on overbought territory, like the monthly, the weekly, the daily, all of that. That's the only thing that keeps me from aping all in.
Right. So
Yeah.
then you have to look at the COMEX, LBMA, and Shanghai and China, right? So they're always trading a little bit higher. And I think it's almost a $9 spread right now between us and Asia on the silver market. Now you're going to talk about the ETFs. You're going to talk about that in the paper trail. Well, they bank just like the banks do. They only bank on 5% of people calling out they want the physical asset. They're like the banks. They lend it out 10 times per ounce. Now the banks are scrambling. JP Morgan sends all their executives over to Singapore. Let's fix this, right? Samsung goes straight to Mexico, makes a $7 million deal with Finaloa Mining Company at $78 an ounce. Mm-hmm. So they locked it in when it was $70 an ounce. They said, we'll lock it in at $78, knowing it's probably going to go to $100. But they already paid $7 million for 2 years of straight assets coming out of the ground. So we're looking at a market that is, it's overbought on paper, 1,000%. Mm-hmm. But they're banking on only 5% ever calling them out, asking for physical delivery. Now, if they don't, if everybody says, hey, I don't believe in the US dollar anymore, I want my physical thing, they're going to start giving out cash.
Okay. And what about, I don't know if you saw the video that they're trying to actually stop silver from popping
at $75.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was supposed to be at 75, but look at it go.
Well, right now sitting at $79.32. Right,
yes, sir.
So that means that it was a failed, and I get it. I know a lot of people send me that AI guy's video. You know he's AI, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But he does have a lot of great points, and he does play both sides of the field, like the what if, right? The what if they confiscate, what if they say silver is no good, we're not buying any silver. You go to your bullion dealer, you go to your pawn shop, and you say, hey, I got 1,000 ounces, I want to sell it to you. They're like, we're not buying. The one thing you could do is you could roll that silver into gold. And say, I have 1,000 ounces, I'm going to roll it into gold, and they'll be more than happy to switch you out with gold.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So people are like, well, what if we're stuck holding the bag? We have 1,000 silver ounces, and you go to your bullion dealer, and they're like, we're not buying them right now, right? Because they're sitting on tens of thousands of ounces, supposedly. Okay. Well, then what they're going to do is you're going to go back to a barter system and say, well, my 1,000 ounces, let's change that into a gold bar. Mm-hmm. Because gold doesn't have the value, the utility as much as silver, right? So they're happy to use it, and they'll give you whatever your 1,000 ounces is worth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that helps out. I mean, now I'm looking at the other thing is a lot of people in that little mastermind thing I was on last night was, copper. Right now, you look at all these bullion dealers online, SD Metals, JM Bullion, SD Bullion, they don't have any copper.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't have much information on copper though. If you wanna talk a little bit about that, by all means, yeah.
I'm trying to research why the squeeze of copper is in right now. I couldn't find anything. Just that I'm almost linking it like Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? If gold and silver and platinum are jumping up, I guess it's going to pull up copper. I don't see the squeeze on copper unless the same mining companies that are mining gold find copper and silver, or mining companies are pulling up copper. I do know this though for a fact. I do have some, what are they, indigenous Indian friends, the Apache friends. And so there's a place called a Stronghold Apache land. It's a sacred land that Biden leased out to China to mine for copper and all the mineral rights. They've been trying to stop that going to Congress for the past year, but there's nobody stopping it. So they're going to come over into Arizona and mine strong flats for minerals that we want. Now, is that playing fair? 100% not. And can Trump stop that if they're not? So that China's going to stop shipping silver on January 1st.
I heard about it. Yeah.
So if that really comes true, I think they could possibly extend it just like the tariffs, right? And I don't see our president loving that one. No, I don't. That's the thing. So they've been I followed this guy's trail going to Congress, going to city with this tribe of Apache, Native Indians, trying to put a stop to that sacred land of the digging. The only thing that China said they'll do is they'll hire an American mining company, but all the minerals that they got underneath there go straight to China. So are we really beefing with China? Because I think that would be the first stop. They'd be like, look, we're not going to let you dig up Arizona.
Interesting. But yeah, I'm actually looking at the copper.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's not as crazy as gold and silver, but it's been going up. It's going up.
That's the thing, and it's a reasonable price. So if you would have came back to me in before the pandemic, right? And you said, buy some silver, I might have looked at you a little crazy, right? And it was a lot lower than what it is during the pandemic and upcoming now. So I'm wondering if copper is going to be the same kind of run. We're looking at it, we're like, $5.70 a pound. I'm looking at APMEX. They don't have any big bars. You're looking at, SD Bullion. They don't have anything over a pound or, 100 ounces. It's all sold out. So now I told my buddies, we got to start diving in and see what copper is, because copper might be the next silver.
Yeah. Mark says copper become important when we start shit with everyone.
Right. So we're on if you look at the charts, right? If you pull it up, you look at, the trading economic charts, gold, silver, copper, lithium, platinum, they're all up. Like platinum right now is outperforming silver at 165%. Silver sitting at 159, gold sitting at 72%. So the precious market is going crazy right now. And when the precious metals market goes up, the dollar really devaluates. I don't give a shit what crypto's doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the dollar is devaluating fast with the precious metals market taking a run on it.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think also that in a way, just a thought, and based on the news that I read earlier, that probably it is exactly because everyone fears a recession, and that's why we're seeing all these precious metals start running, other than the fact that there's a real demand for the use case right now.
Yeah, 100%. But we've already had fear, right? And metals didn't run. Why are metals running right now? Because of scarcity,
Yep.
right? Because we could have been people could have been buying metals for years, and some do, right? I mean, I think I went on a couple of lives and I said there's a 25-year cup and handle on silver, right? But 25 years, people want to make money today, tomorrow. It's just
Yeah.
like with altcoins, brother, right? I'm not bashing crypto because I love crypto, but
Yeah,
people aren't making the money they thought they were going to make, and here we are at the end of the year. My prediction was wrong. I'm the only one. I'm going to say that. I told you on your other live that I was wrong, right?
yeah.
I said XRP was going to be $8 to $12 a share,
Hmm.
way off the mark. Things changed in that year, so I'm with Money Talks on price predictions are kind of wishful thinking. You might as well go to a palm reader.
Yeah. Oh, the last 2 weeks I've been buying more silver and it's worth more. Bash
Yeah.
crypto. No, we're not bashing crypto. Web3. Reality is this, man. Like, we all love crypto, but I was honest myself. What I experienced in 2021, I was I was hoping that we're gonna experience even better in 2025 because of the fact that President Trump got on board, right? But no, we got slapped in the face. That's the way I see it. That's the way I'm going to see it. I get it. He says short term, there's going to be pain. I get all of that. But come on, man. How much pain do you think everyone could take? And that's the part that I'm waiting for. Like, if this is only a short term thing, I think we're already ready. It's been what, almost a year of making things look ridiculous with the tariff and the back and forth. So I just want crypto the way it used to be. That's all.
Yeah, and that's the other thing with the tariffs, right? We'll throw a tariff out there. It'll take the markets. We'll blame everything on the tariff, and then they'll do an extension. And so, who gets hurt? All of us that are in the markets.
Yep.
So it's never been, really a level playing field once you start throwing those tariffs around, and they're say, oh, it's going to help us out, but it really tanks all the markets, takes the liquidity out. You got the quad witching like Money talks about frequently. And then you have, a tweet by somebody that's famous come and change the whole market. When we thought in January, it was lined up, it was stacked up with the administration, that we were going to be on a clear path to going just parabolic.
Yep. And
So-
instead, the only thing that ran slowly but surely was Bitcoin. Everything else got left in the dark. And here, some new coins here and there they ran, but I mean, like I said, Slayer, maybe I'm being a little bit delusional, but I'm still holding on to the hope that we might still get that parabolic run. And if we don't, then guess what, man? Lesson learned, because that's the thing. You cannot. One thing that I'm noticing, even if you take a look at the charts, bro, every cycle in one way or the other, yes, it was different. And let me show you with the charts instead of me just saying, hold on, where is it? Where's Bitcoin? So here we have what I call, I guess, the three mountains, right? Pop here, and pop all the way here. When you look at this one, which is what I was thinking, in this cycle, we had a pop, which that's what I'm really think is going to play out on this one. We had the drop, and then we popped again. That's different, right? And then if you look at the other cycle, we just had a straight up parabolic run. Wait, that one is actually related to the same one. So my point is, so far, every cycle has been different. This is the first Bitcoin cycle, and it popped. So I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Data suggests that I might be somewhat right, but at the end of the day, it's definitely not what we expected. Especially, we're gonna win so big, you're gonna say, please, please, no more winning. Yeah.
Well, brother. I mean, that's why we got trading on the side, right? You know, if you pull any of these crypto charts up and put them to precious metals chart, they just don't look comparable.
True.
They're on a descending, they're descending right now.
Yeah.
And there's no sign of them turning around. And we can sit there and build upon project. I'm not saying the projects are not going to make it, but today and tomorrow they're not going to make it.
True.
Ton of economists are saying we're going to go into a worse recession in 2026. If we do have what's called a world currency reset, we're looking at a decade of recession.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the trend when there is a world currency reset. And now we have what's going on with the other side of the world. They're aligning with 182 countries. What's going to be catastrophic for us is if that one major player, Saudi Arabia, decides to take us off the petrodollar, bro. That will sink the United States. If they decide we're going to accept other currency other than the United States dollar for petrol oil, that's going to be catastrophic for the United States dollar.
That would be devastating for sure.
Yes. And I don't think we could recuperate from that, even if we do what we're trying to do in Venezuela. Because we still have to send that oil, that thick oil, that they have to add diesel to it just so it liquefies to get it to a refining company and then pay them to refine the oil so that we can use it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's my spiel, brother. My honest opinion, and you know how I am, I'm pretty transparent. I want people to make money today, tomorrow, and a week from now.
Exactly.
Right? And I just don't see the crypto market making that kind of money right now. So I'm not telling people to go out and buy some precious metals, do your research like we always say. See if you see, like, when you told me I won that $50, I think we were at $73 in silver.
Yeah.
I tell you, turn around and I tell you, keep the $50 and send that thing to the long. And now we're almost sitting at $80.
Yep.
So, I'm here to help anybody and everybody, and I was transparent. Christmas Eve, I went and bought 10 silver rounds at $750. Was I buying silver at $23? You damn right I was. But the reason why I was buying the silver was to hedge against our digital currency that's coming out. So I had a different plan. Now, this is just like icing on the cake for me that the scarcity came up. Did I know this? Not at all. I'm not going to take credit for it. I fell into it just like everybody else right now. But my whole plan was from the get-go, and everybody asked why I buy precious metals, is because I am fearful of going to a monetary controlling system. And like I told my wife, if you have $1,000 in the safe right now, in a week, what's that $1,000 going to be worth?
Yeah, true.
It's going to be less than $1,000 because the dollar is devaluating, so our purchasing power is going to be less. But that's why I took that $1,000 and went and bought, 10 silver rounds. And look, I'm up right now.
Yeah, it's funny. Before silver started popping. I got three silver bullions, and I'm just holding on to that, man. I mean,
Thank you for the gifts. Yeah.
you never know in the future if I cannot sell them myself, but maybe my kids or great grandkids could use it. So just pass it on.
1000%, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told my wife, if I don't get to use the crypto like I think it was going to change the world, right? And, we're on a speculation phase, and I keep saying that, even though you can line up the pieces of the puzzle and it looks so solid. Like when I start having no more conviction in XRP, I go to Blockchain Bullies Live, and I'm right back on the trail, right?
Yeah.
I go listen to Be the Change. I'm right back onto the XRP. Okay, we're still aligned, right? But then you look at the chart and the price movement, you're like, damn, this is a nothing burger right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have no choice but to round trip the damn thing because you're already in it. Yeah, we're already up 30% if you're buying it at 28 and 30 cents or even at 50 cents, right? You're up, you're good. But did you buy enough that's going to be life-changing for you? You might be able to pay off a credit card bill, maybe a car, but is it going to be life-changing for you? And I think that's what everybody's in the crypto market for, is some life-changing, let's put it in quotations, generational wealth.
Yes. I agree.
And we're years away from that. Go ahead, Money. I'm sorry. I don't want to take too much time.
I know, you're good, bro. What's going on? Money talks?
You're good, Claire. You know we love you. Hope it hurt.
Just say it.
Because
Like I'm
we're
going
trying
a
to
little
get you
rant.
back though.
Thank you, and I'm glad to be back. I was actually thinking, January 1st, I might start going live.
Let's go bullish.
I think my
That's
prayers have worked.
That's just a thought, though.
It's funny because I'm supposed to go live in January too. Because I'll have more free time. So we'll see. We'll see
There you go.
what's in store. But I agree with you, Slayer. Like, there's a lot of people that have actually been rotating out of crypto and back to gold and silver because the more these plans come to light and what the World Economic Forum is planning, the more people are trusting these digital assets. Like I always say, I love crypto. It's a very toxic relationship because of what I see and the technology. So the technology itself is good. What they're planning with the technology, not so much. So it's like, that's when like that whole morality and ethic comes in. Is it like, am I going to continue to support technology that I know it's not going to be good, just to benefit and then try to do something good with it? Or am I going to take a step back and try to be more well-rounded? Because at the end of the day, we know that gold and silver has survived no matter what. Clearly since like back to biblical times and all that. But with these cryptocurrencies, what I am very, very fearful, based on the preemptive programming that they have, been showing through like movies like G20 and Now You See Me, Now You Don't, is this whole illusion that people will become wealthy. They are going to do this wealth distribution. But in the reality, they're sucking out all the power from the people and their money. And you have more people that are losing than winning in the space. And I feel like that's the thing that I'm debating the most with. And all these products that they're creating, like now the whole preemptive market, right? A predictive market. When you look at the outlooks that they have for 2026, from like all these big names like 21 Shares, Bitwise, Grayscale, they're really trying very hard to add more products to monetize. So like what people need to understand is like, stop trying to partake into every single product that come out and start investing into the underlying assets. So like, for example, Kalshi and Polygon, right? Like, stop trying to bet on these platforms. If you're gonna invest in the actual platforms of Kalshi and and Polymarket, who's set to create their own coin pretty soon. Same thing with like these layer ones, right? Like stop investing into the layer twos and the apps that are being built on top. Invest into the actual infrastructure, because that's what's gonna allow you to really see your money grow. I feel like too many people are focusing on the new shiny token, that when they spend a little bit of time in it, all they're seeing is their portfolio rumbling down. And the people that haven't been around since like 2021 and 2022, that came in after like 23, 24, some of them are bleeding because they bought at the top. And the reality is they're gonna have to round trip in order to see their portfolio grow again. And it sucks.
Yeah, no, that
Well, I mean, go ahead, White, but I want to say
go
real
ahead.
quick. If you look at the charts and whatever project you're in, you're down 30 to 60% right now.
Dude, there's this kid. He goes by Aaron something. His portfolio is already down 85%. And we're not even the bear market. He has lost over $108,000. His portfolio went from like 164K and it's now like at 24K.
Yeah, it's sad. And then and people got in here in January with the run up of the administration aligning with the crypto capital of the world, right? That seems to be taking a backseat, so to speak. I know we're moving legislation. I know we have the Clarity Act and all that other stuff coming through. But is that really in the favor of retail?
And that's the thing that money don't understand. That people don't understand that money.
I was gonna say you don't understand
I don't
what.
understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. No, I'm always struggling with this space, you guys. It's really
You're doing
tough.
great. You're doing great.
See, the thing is, people don't understand these dealings and this whole capital of the world is benefiting the people that are building in the space. For example, the Poly markets, the Cowsheet, the Canton network that are just came out, right? This is who is really benefiting. It's not benefiting the people, because the people are just running to the new shiny thing, throwing their money in it, not really doing the research and expecting that it's gonna go up. Next thing they turn around, it's been like 1 or 2 weeks and the portfolios just keep on going down and down and down. And then when you actually give the people the research, some people doubt. I will tell you myself, like, shout out to The Alder. The Alder started doing content with me in 2021. He has been talking about silver forever. Back in the day, it was like $17 or $16 an ounce. And because I was so heavily involved in crypto, I didn't really start paying attention to silver until this fall when I started seeing the squeeze happening. But a lot of the content creators that were here from 21 have been heavily investing in silver since, because they saw it. Not only that, they were also investing in actual banknotes from like the bank of, the Irani dinar, and actually buying physical notes because of the revaluation that is also going to happen with those notes. So there's a lot of things, like even us, because there's so much to cover, you're not going to catch it all. And you think about like in 21, right? After the whole AMC happened and GME, what was popping back then? You had MicroStrategy, you had Palantir, you had Roblox, right? It's Robinhood. What else? I'm trying to think of another one that was really popular back then. Meta went down to like sub 90. Not Meta. Google went down under 100. Amazon went down under 100. You have held all of those since 2021, you would have been milking it right now. So it's like, even as we do the research day in and day out, sometimes you have to like think outside of crypto, because there's so much opportunities out there, and it's not just crypto. And I think that's what people sometimes get it wrong, because there's so many things out there, especially with the AI and quantum computing now coming out. Have you been paying attention to like Rigetti, Sound AI, Bear AI? Like there's some of those that we were able to flip very quickly within a few months. So it's like people have, even Walmart split, Amazon and Google split, but still they went very low after the split. Same thing with MicroStrategy. And Walmart went to like $64 after the split. Right now it's like 111. So like there's things that if you really pay attention to and you are patient, you will profit heavily.
So 100% is just a matter of looking in the right direction, right? But what's going on, Schmack?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Yourself?
Oh, wonderful. Had a great, restful holiday, and now the family's fighting, so thought I'd come online. No, I'm kidding.
Eh, it happens, right?
I wanted to ask Smack because she kind of aligns with me on a lot of things. But I wanted to get her take on the precious metals market, where she sees it going. I'm just going to say a year out, like, 2026.
Well, if you go to my page, you'll see I talked about China's earth and metals, and I've actually got a manager now over my investments, and he got me into rare earths probably about 3 months. He kind of saw the writing on the wall. Refineries just getting kind of backed up, not being able to service contracts as fast. So I had a really nice pump right before Christmas, which was a blessing because it was probably going to be a hard candy Christmas if it wasn't for that. But yeah, I like rare earths, and I've been, I'm an older woman. I'm a Gen Xer, so I've been collecting silver since I was a kid. My uncle got me into like 8 reals and antique silver. And then I started collecting spot in my late 20s, early 30s. And just kind of your narrative, Slayer. I think we all know that the central banks and the printing mechanism, nothing's really backed by anything anymore. So that's another reason why I've kind of accumulated, not only holding real silver and gold, but also I have stocks and mining, and the mining side of it. But just also, if you look at just tragedy around the world, and if you've got to pick up and go because of a flood or a war, you're going to take precious metals with you. You're going to take your gold and silver. A lot of the Jews that left when the Nazis sacked Austria, they had gold and silver to be able to pay for their train tickets to get out of there. So there's something to say to actually having the real tangible on hand because of that. But just also there's nothing backing really anything. It's the elites with their boot on our neck, getting us to go home to work for 50 years. So I don't know. That's my take. Is that a lot?
No, you're good. Appreciate you.
So Shamrock, I was wondering, because I remember back in 2020, 2021, there was a lot about the rare, I forgot to call them, the minerals or the nature mineral. Oh, I forget. Point is, I remember uranium and lithium becoming a big thing. So like, what kind of assets is your advisor looking into? Because I remember those particular, and I believe it was something about Venezuela that they had a lot of them, and they were trying to like overtake some land via military force in Venezuela because of all the minerals that they had, and they needed to build a lot of this AI and robots and all these things that they're working on.
I got nothing on that one. Slayer, you. Crypto.
I thought the question
All right.
was directed to Smack.
You can give
But,
me
I
your
mean-
opinion as well. I mean, that's all I remember: lithium and uranium.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the charts, I mean, of course, you know, lithium was the one that everybody was going after. But now, I mean, I didn't buy any lithium, so I can't really say I dove into it. I know that they were talking about it for years. That's what they want. What are we doing over in that country, Venezuela? Is it a true oil grab? Some people say it is. Some people says they just have a lot of the minerals that we want too. I mean, everybody's waiting for the Black Swan event. So, you know, we talk about what could possibly happen with the Black Swan event, what it could be. I mean, nobody's talking about the housing market collapse right now. You know, they're not talking about
That is gonna be a big one. Let me tell you.
right, because actually the housing market is what makes our money go around through the United States. If nobody's buying houses, nobody's funding the money is not circulating.
Not only that, but these like no one's talking about the insurance premiums. Listen, you guys, I kid you not. This year alone, my insurance premium went up 3x. My mortgage just went up 300. My mother's-in-law mortgage went up 200. And you look at states like California and Florida, because of all the natural disasters that happened between 2020 and last year, well, this year with the hurricanes and all that, right? There are people that are not going to be able to afford those premiums because what happened is, this is how they try to be slick, right? A lot of these insurance companies went under and claimed bankruptcy, but they're just rebranding and starting a new one, or they're merging with another one, or someone else is acquiring them. So they're forcing people out of their premiums. And because now you're in the market looking for a new premium, all of those premiums are 2 to 3 to, I seen someone 7x, and that was the cheapest premium they could find. Their premium is now $20,000.
Jesus.
I believe it's for the year. And I was like, holy crap. And the crazy thing was, there was this guy on here on TikTok, he was talking about it, that his buddy got the letter and they forced him to get a new insurance. And I remember that was like last summer. And I remember the whole thing. I couldn't find the video, and then I finally found it. I kid you not, I saw that like in June or July. And by that fall, I got the same letter that I had to get out of my premium, that I had to get out of my insurance, and then it was going to be closed by X date. And if I didn't have coverage, then they were just going to fill up with whatever gap. But yeah, it's like some people still have not yet been forced out, but that will be coming. A lot of people are forced out of their home insurance, and you have to have it.
Yeah, I live in a wonderful state called California. They passed a bill where it's I think it's like 111.2 or something like that. They passed a bill so that like when I pass on, my kids they get the house, but as soon as I pass on, they come and reassess the value of the house. So if I bought my house at $500,000 and now it's worth $1.2 million, they come and reassess it. My property tax is going to be from $6,000 or $7,000, what I pay a year right now, to $25,000. How are my kids going to afford that $25,000 tax?
Yeah, we've been seeing that as well. Like what happened is, I will tell you, some counties haven't reassessed
Right, guys. I
in
appreciate
like
you.
decades.
Man, the live stream on
And
this
they're
side,
technically supposed to
because
reassess
I think
when
it's
new
going to be a
home- when the home is being
long day.
bought. But some of
I
them don't.
appreciate you guys.
So I
Thank
know,
you for
like, mine
watching.
increased
30
too because of
people
that. Because the
stood
last
to the
time it was
very end.
reassessed, it was
Have a
like
blessed one.
super cheap.
See you guys tomorrow.
Nobody wants a
Bad.
reassessment. Nobody wants it because it's going to be more property tax.